Hey everyone, Beach Al here, and like I said before, we talked about this earlier, and we're trying to do, a lot of people suggested to me over the years, and I think it's a good idea. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna try to go and do a Patreon page, and so we're gonna do it together though, and this is why I want to do this with you guys. So that's why we're doing this live, um, because I want to make sure that what I'm going to do and offer for you guys. No, he did not respond. By the way, Three Bowman, he did not respond yet. But we're gonna we're not gonna go that route yet. But yes, I definitely gonna say he did not respond yet. So we're gonna need help here, and we're gonna try to work together on how we're gonna do the Patreon page. And what I mean by this is, what do you guys want me to do to make it work? What's going on, Eduardo? To make it work for everyone. Now, again, Patreon is something that you're pretty much paying me to provide you content. I know it's kind of a weird thing to say, but it's how I'm going to be able to make more content for you guys and a more variety of content. So the way that it works is I need to know, as you can see, if you guys see on here, you didn't win, Ivan. But the guy who did win hasn't responded, so he has until tomorrow, all right? So the way I'm trying to do is what I'm going to do for tiers. In other words, how much you want to pay for content so we can help make more content. Yes, I got your email, Eduardo. Don't worry. I got you, buddy. I already saw it, so you're okay. So, again, back to what we were talking about. We're going to figure out together how to make our first tier. Okay, meaning what should I provide you with and give you? Some guy named Bad VW, Bad Built VW, something like that, or Dirty Built VW. Yeah, that's who won. Okay, so funny thing is that I have one Patreon. And he's been a Patreon for over a year. I didn't even know this. I've had this account open for almost over a year. And I didn't even think about it. I totally forgot about it. And there's like $300 already in that account. Had no idea. Which is crazy. So those $300 we're going to save. And we're going to put it towards a car. So the goal will be to find a cheap MK3. Okay, we're gonna look for a manual transmission MK3 with a VR6. I think that'll be our first Patreon build. I think that'll be a cool build. So what we'll do is that we'll buy the car as cheap as possible. I don't care what condition it's in, and I don't care where it's at. But the cool thing is that I'm gonna give you guys exclusive content only for Patreon subscribers. Meaning you guys are going to see the video of us buying it and all that. My subscribers on YouTube are going to see kind of highlights of what's going on. You guys get to see all the cool detailed stuff. So I think that's going to be a really good thing for everybody on both sides. People on YouTube, they're going to get the same content. The only difference is that they're not going to get to see all the content. They're going to see what I typically do when I edit and do all that. For you guys are going to get the raw footage, unedited, and you guys get to see all of it. And I think that would probably be the best option for everyone. So for the first tier, what should we call it? What should be the title of our tier? Should it be like, I don't know, One Dub Nation? I don't know. It's a kind of a hard thing to do as a tier. And tier 1 apparently doesn't let me go any cheaper than $10. Apparently $10 a month. So that's the cheapest I can offer, pretty much, is $10 at low price. But we need a name for the title. So if you guys get it, you guys get a special title. On top of that, on top of being a Patreon, what's going on? What's going on? I will also give you guys exclusive merchandise. I'll send you guys up some free stuff. Oh, there you go, Dubbers. I'll just say that. I mean, Dubbers, maybe Dubbers United. Yeah, you know. Yeah, Dubbers United might be a cool name. Or just Dubbers, you know. Again, the way that the Patreon's going to work is once we accrue a certain amount of money, we use that money to go buy something for you guys. We build it and then we give it to a Patreon, on a Patreon. So I think that would be super cool because no raffles are involved, no, you know, anything. It's only for you guys. So it's only for the exclusive for you guys. On the YouTube side, obviously, no, because I can't use United MK3. It could just be like Dubbers United because this is kind of like a universal tier. It's not so. It's not so that what's it called? How can I say? For one specific platform, it's for everything in general on the YouTube channel. Dubbers Nation. I like Dubbers Nation as well. Or Dub Nation. We can do Dub Nation. Dub Nation could work. Or Unite. I mean, either way, I think Dub Nation actually works really good because it kind of makes sense. You know, we're all one nation under the European, you know, of the Volkswagen brand. You know. Okay, so now that that's set, what should we do as a tier description? What does this describe? So pretty much is to help fund builds exclusive to Patreons. That's part of the description. Another thing is we can use the funds for quick giveaways. So we can use the money to give away whatever you guys want. You know, if you guys are thinking of a cool prize, well, the money that you guys invest will make a prize and we'll give it away. I think that will work. I mean, on top of just car stuff, I mean, just cars, we can give away we can give away fully built motors, we can give away turbo kits. I mean, all that stuff. That's the whole point of this Patreon. So I don't use my paycheck to try to get around this and then sell raffle tickets for the money that I spend on something, you know? For carne asada. You know what? We can do a cookout. Why not? We can set up a park. I can do like set up a big old meet and greet, and we all can get together and go to a park and hang out and have fun and chill with our cars and eat. That sounds like a cool thing to do, you know? For occasional KFC usage, yeah. No, none of the money will be going to me. None of it. The goal is to use all the money for the channel. You know? BUILD. No, that's right. Help fund the build exclusive to Patreon. So the goal is to use all the funds strictly for the channel and nothing else. So when we get to a certain amount of money, we use that money and it goes immediately into something that you guys want. That's the whole point, is to create the content for you guys. All VWs invited to the barbecue, of course. If we do something like this, I mean, it would be dope. But I mean, I know a lot of you guys don't live around here, so yeah. I mean, I would do something dope like a camping event. Why not set up rent out a campground and we all get together and hang out for a weekend? I mean, that'd be dope. That'd be something that we can use the funds for. I mean, why not? It'd be something really fun. Yeah, Kid Carson would be an awesome place to go. But we could, like I said, we can also set up like big events, and we all can hang out and again, party, have fun. If we did a camping event, we can drink, we can cook, we can camp, hang out. I think that'll be something that we can think of as well. So that's the point of this Patreon, is so you guys can help fund whatever you guys want. So, um, yeah, builds. It'll be help fund builds exclusive to Patreons. Setup, events, create unique merch exclusive to Patreons. Now, obviously, for each tier, so if you guys go tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, I'm probably going to just do 2 tiers just to make it affordable. Exactly. Every goal, yeah, exactly. It won't be just a meet. We can do something different. We can have we can go rent out like a racetrack, and then we all can go hang out and do some racing. Maybe an autocross event with everybody together. Again, this will all be for you guys. You guys will make the decisions, and I just make it happen. That's kind of like the thing. I can get together with other big groups around here, and we all can get together and make it happen. The goal is to use all the money to make things happen. Like right now, like I said, there's like $300 in this account that I had no idea that was there. So we're already a decent amount of way to a car, to a Mark III. Turd, okay? And keep that in mind. I'm going to buy a turd. I'm not going to buy a good car. I want to buy a car that's beat, and then you guys and Patreon, you guys make the decision on the color, the wheels, the engine build. Yeah, we can do an R32. I don't mind buying an R32 if I can get the money for it. Obviously, it's not something I can just pull out of my butt. Why not, right? So doing the Patreon gives me this ability to do what you guys want me to do. Because, again, my paycheck, since my wife lost her job, my paycheck strictly goes to pretty much living. So I don't have an option anymore to play around with stuff. The Corrado build is on a whole other situation that I'm getting funding for. So we're not going to factor the Corrado build into this. Yeah, why not a Turbo Lemon VR6, that'd be freaking cool. Something, or build another Outlander or an Outlander Sport. Yeah, I'll buy your Mark IV if it's cheap enough, I'm trying to buy cars that are beat to crud, that look bad, decent body, the paint job has to be garbage, you know what I mean? But the body has to be legit. And the goal is to make new DIYs for you guys, stuff that I've never done before, So like maybe how to prep a car for paint, or how to do custom work on the body, or fender pulling, or getting the wide arches, or doing like a crazy like stance style, something that you guys would want to get into and get excited for. And then when the build is done, we give it away. $700? No, dude. What is it? Is a manual transmission? Because if that's the case, I'm very interested in that car. I don't care if it doesn't run. Because we can do it. We can build a Mark IV for a Patreon and give it away. I mean, that'd be fun. So wow. I mean, $700. All right. Well, let me get this Patreon going. Yeah, dude. Where do you live? Man Horror 54561. Because I'm actually interested in this. A standalone. We can definitely do an like standalone EFI system. Miami. Oh man. Whew. I mean, I can probably go to Miami if we make enough money to fly out there, and I'll pick it up. Um, I mean, I'm down for it. I mean, again, let's figure it out. Let's create a tier here. Okay, I gotta figure out an image here. What kind of picture should we use? I mean, as long as it, I mean, if it runs, I mean, we can make it a whole entire adventure going, flying out to Miami, getting this car, doing all as much basic maintenance as we can on it, and then drive it back all the way to California and make it an adventure. I mean, why not? I mean, that'd be a really cool thing to do. I'm definitely down for something like that. Again, it's something that, again, for you guys, my Patreons and my subscribers for YouTube, why not? You know, why not? Let's get it going. I mean, let's get some ideas going. That's a really cool idea. I'm definitely down for that. Um, you know, yeah, definitely. I mean, let me talk again. Let's get this Patreon stuff going, and then let's see if we can get this to happen. You know, this would be actually a really um, something that we can get into and have fun with. No, like I said, I'm down for it. Right now, tickets are cheap enough to fly anywhere. I think it'd be actually be affordable. So we officially started the tier 1 for $10, and that's $10 a month. I don't. I'll go buy some junkyard seats, man. I'll put a bucket in that thing and drive it. We'll make it work. I mean, as long as it runs and drives, I'd make it work. Okay, there is a $5 option. I did not know that. I can actually do a $5 option. You know? I did not know I could do that. Help fund new content. 3 Bowman EDT. You mean EBT? No, I don't take EBT, this guy. Help fund new content. And help fund builds. And then we'll select a tier image for that. We'll do the opposite of the other one. And what's this? So we have a $5 and a $10 a month option. I think both of them are going to be identical, but the big difference is on the $10 option. I think I should use that. Again, you guys are going to get exclusive stuff, so I'll probably send you guys, when you guys sign up, it gives me your shipping information. So I can do, I don't take WIC, dude. This guy. WIC, none of the free government services I don't take, unfortunately. No, sorry. This guy. But, I mean, $700, I mean, I'm already halfway there for that car. So yeah, I'm more than willing to film the entire journey, pick it up, and then drive my ass all the way across the country to go pick up that car. That'd be so dope. That'd be such a fun thing to do. I'm definitely excited for something like that. So maybe you guys, again, if you guys are interested in this, I set up 2 tiers. So I'll figure out how to add other stuff on here. I have, like I said, I've had this Patreon page for quite a while, and I totally forgot about it because again, it's something that I didn't do as often. So right in the comments right down below is the link to my Patreon page. From now on, I'm going to be linking that in all the descriptions of all the videos that we're going to be doing. And again, Patreon is a way that a lot of YouTubers now get paid because YouTube no longer pays very well for their ads. So my goal is to pretty much make my YouTube channel one more time 100% ad free. If I go this route with Patreon and get rid of all the you'd give me you'll give me a 4-door or four. You just give it to me, McDubbin, a 4-door. Ivan, there's no major difference between the $5 and $10 option. I think it's just to make it affordable. I guess if, you know, for some people who don't want to spend $10, they'd rather give $5. I mean, that's probably. I don't want to give you guys a crazy difference between it. My Facebook, just look up Pinchal's Garage. I'm all over Facebook. I post like every day on there on everything actually. But yeah, McDubbin, you're in PA. So what's PA? Fuck, what state is that? Jeez, I'm horrible. But yeah, I mean, man, a 4-door Mark II Jetta. I definitely want to see that. I would like to see pictures of that car. 'Cause it's a Mark II. I mean, we can do a full swap on that. I mean, that'd be dope. Yeah, I also got a Mark II GTI as well, McDubbin. So, yeah. Oh, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Pennsylvania. That's a lot closer than Miami. So, I mean, for Manhor, I mean, yeah, exactly. It's $5 or $10 is honestly the amount you want to pitch in. However, I will make them a little different down the road once the Patreon picks up some steam. That way we can start making more exclusive stuff. But for being a Patreon, right now I'm gonna give you guys some extra I'm gonna ship you guys some free stickers and stuff like that. So we'll do that. Oh wow. So I mean, again, these are ideas that I'm trying to bounce off of you guys. So if you guys have any more ideas, for sure. Now for this past like 2 weeks, we've earned. Hold on. On my YouTube channel, we've earned a total of $345. So for that, we're going to use that towards the Corrado. The $345 is actually going to go into the Corrado for the because you guys voted for it. So the water to air intercooler is going to be what's going to be put in the Corrado, and then for that. On top of that, we're also going to get you guys voted for the Turbo Smart blow off and wastegate. So those are coming as well. I'm ordering all those products for the Corrado because that's what you guys asked for. So you guys are going to get them. So for the Corrado, we're going to water to air intercooler with a large heat exchanger for daily driving. That way you get amazing performance. And a much smaller package. Plus the fact that we don't have to destroy a brand new Corrado bumper. That's kind of like the thing that's bugging me the most right now because you guys wanted me to cut into a Corrado bumper. And I'm all like, no, please don't. And we made it by 1%. 1%. we votes pretty much in between the front mount intercooler to water to air 1%. So I'm pretty happy about that. But for you, McDubbin, I might do that drive to Pennsylvania to pick up that Mark II. I'm wondering if you guys have like a U-Haul locally that I can pick up a U-Haul and a little trailer and drive that sucker home. Because if that's free, technically I can fly out there with the money that I have right now. I can fly out there and pick it up and drive it home and, you know, meet you, McDubbin, and do this. I think that would be a cool thing to do. 4-door Mark II would be a cool car to have, especially to build and give away. So that's something that we can definitely think about, because I've been getting a lot of Mark II questions, and I have one Mark II that I've been trying to finish build. But again, since, you know, my funds ran dry, I'm not building that car right now. But if you guys in Patreon want to support support any builds you guys want us to do, and then give them away to a Patreon subscriber, I am 100% on board with that. So it's something that maybe we all can think about and you know, try doing it, you know. So there's the link again for the Patreon if you guys are interested again for that. Now, on top of that, what questions do you guys have for me for tonight? You know, I'm here all about questions, so definitely want to talk to you guys and see what's going on. Exactly. Pinche Island, Pennsylvania is special. But again, it's strictly for Patreons. You guys paid for it, so you guys are going to get that content specifically for it. You know, something like that. You guys get a special, like, private section on YouTube for all of that. And that's kind of like the idea that for people who are chipping in to help us make the Pinche House Garage happen. You know, that's just a thing that I want you guys to understand, that I want you guys to be more a part of this YouTube channel. Okay, so Manhor, my GTI MK4 taking a while to crank. That's a couple reasons for that. Number one, check if you got a code, if you have a code for anything. If you don't, okay. Let me answer Manhor's question. If I crank it backfires super loud. Okay, so Manhor. Couple things it can be. Okay, number one, it can be your crank sensor, your crank position sensor, or your cam position sensor. Okay, so it's one or the other. Now, if one of those if you change them and it doesn't fix the problem, then your timing is off, either in the head or on the belt. You're off by a tooth somewhere, and that's how that happens. Sometimes if you jump a tooth, or if you jump a tooth on the cam gears, that will cause that to happen. Because what's happening is that one sensor says, "Oh, I'm right here," and the other sensor says, "Well, no, I'm over here." You're not going to get the correct reading for that, and it's going to give you a problem. And it'll give you that exact problem. You'll actually have an issue where you'll get a backfire or a weird not cranking. What's up? Have a good night, Papa.
Okay.
All right? Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
We'll see you guys later.
Bedtime.
Nighttime. All right, go. Another. So, hopefully that does help you, Manhor. 4561. Name, jeez. 3 Bowman. My night light and turn signal does not work. Ever replace the hazard light relay? The hazard light relay is actually super easy to replace. You know the on your dash, you know that button that you push to make the hazards go on and off? 3 Bowman. For Manhor, it's your timing, dude. Something's up with your timing. That's the problem that you're having right now. It's either your timing or one of the sensors is failing for your timing. And there's only two sensors, which is your crank sensor and your cam sensor for that. Hold on. 3 Bowman, I got the answer for you, so hold on. Oh, I thought I had it with me. Okay. So for 3 Bowman, your answer is that button that you hit on your dash. Okay, 3 Bowman. Yeah, you probably need to replace the cams if there's marks on them. They're probably damaged. But 3 Bowman, the button on the dash that you push, that lights up on and off for your hazards, that is the relay itself. That actual physical button is a relay. That's actually where you put your relay on. Oh, dude, Eduardo, thank you for being a Patreon. McDubbin, thank you for being a Patreon. Shout out to the homies already chipping in. Oh man. So yeah, definitely one of those things is like it's something you want to check out for sure. Here we go. Oh, here we go. So now I have 3 Patreons. Woo! Holy crap, McDubbins is doing $15 a month. Dang, dude. Eduardo going for the $10 a month. Dang, dude. So you're gonna need to check your timing. Okay, so if you replace that sensor, 3 Bowman, if it still has the problem, then it's somewhere in the fuse box, okay? Or you might have the wrong bulbs in the back. So Manhor, go on Facebook, find me on Facebook, and send me pictures, please. And I'll tell you off the bat if you do or don't have to replace it. Because it depends on the amount of damage. What's up, Lion? Woo woo! I gotta go get a refreshment, so I'll be right back. You technically can put any cam in, but you have to inspect them really, really well. It's one of those things that when you get like a new cam, and then you slap them on, you got to make sure they're in really, really good shape. Also, inspect the cam cap. The caps actually hold the cams down. Inspect them because that'll be very important for you. Okay. So one of those things is like if you don't inspect them, and then you pop in a cam, it might end up doing the same thing again. Any tips to install your gauge pod? Not really. It literally just slides in. So if you have, yes, please, Lion. I would love that. I'd love to see anybody's car in general. But Three Bowman. So when you grab one of your gauge, when you grab the gauge pod, hopefully you have the GTI gauges, because the Jetta gauges. Geez, I can't talk right now. The Jetta AC vents are the lay flaps. You can't use those in that. You have to use the Golf vents. As long as you have a Golf vent, you literally just pull the factory vent out and you pop in the other one and it sits in place. It holds itself in place. Cheers. My Facebook. This guy, freaking Three Bowman. If you want to look me up by my full name, this is my full name. So that is my full name right there, Albus Varela. You can find me. Actually, I think on Facebook it's different. Let me double check that. It's actually Alviz Varela. There you go. That's how you find me on Facebook. So OnlyFans, I want to do something like that. Ivan, and that's what the Patreon page is for. It's only for fans. I'm only going to be posting stuff for Patreon supporters. Everybody else is not going to get to see that kind of Sam W, yes, it is it's a Corsair. No. Yeah, it's a Corsair mechanical keyboard. I forgot what model, but yeah, it's a mechanical keyboard. So, on my Patreon account, it's gonna be 100% Patreons only, aka fans only, content. Obviously, on YouTube, you guys are gonna get obviously the current content that you're getting now, but we're gonna be giving exclusive stuff. So, on that side versus on YouTube, because you guys are chipping in, you guys are gonna help in. Why not? I'll throw in a freaking bikini if there's enough money coming at me. But I mean, you guys are going to make the channel happen. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Because of you guys chipping in, I will be able to do what you guys want me to do. Like wear a bikini. Private Snapchat. How much is it? Well, it's a monthly Patreon account, so it's pretty much $5 a month. If you guys can do that, that's the lowest cost I can do apparently. And right here, I'll put the link in again there for you guys. Right? Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. You know, so again, the whole point is to make as much as we can monthly. So when you guys chip in so much money, that money goes into whatever you guys want me to build. That's pretty much it. And if you want me to wear a bikini doing it, I will do it. Yeah, I'll give you guys a premium Snapchat. You guys are dumb. No, I won't do that. But again, it's just stuff because I wanted to talk to you guys about this because this was been asked of me for many years. Okay, Tyson Craft, go for it. Ask me the question. What cleaner did I use? Sam W. I have more videos coming, by the way, Sam, for Mark II. So stay tuned for that as well. I finally got a couple extra parts to work on my Mark II, so I'm going to do that as well. What cleaner do you use to remove the glue on door panels? I mean, the glue? What do you mean by the glue on the door panels? Are you talking about the stuff that holds the like the fabric onto the door? And Tyson, what is your question, by the way? Tyson, do you have a popping head gaskets here? I've never had ARP studs fail. That's like the only stuff that I use. I've never had one actually fail on a head gasket. More than likely they weren't torqued down correctly, Tyson. And 3 Bowman. So if you want to remove the glue off of your door cards when you take the cover off, this is going to be weird. It's going to sound weird, but just use a nylon brush. Okay? Something with a stiff nylon brush. In all honesty, though, if you don't use a nylon brush, use like a really thick rubber glove. They're not here. Really thick rubber gloves. A really thick rubber glove, and literally just rub it, and the glue will just fall right off. Original glue just comes right off. So I don't know what else you can do. Because these are the head studs that you're talking about. Tyson, you cannot follow the Bentley guide for ARP bolts, just so you know. You can only follow it for the torque sequence, like the install pattern, but you cannot use the torque specifications. Okay. So when you buy ARP hardware, you get this little piece of paper inside, and they give you the torque the install pattern, the sequence. But if you read right here in the middle, and I'll read it to you so you can understand what it means exactly. Following the manufacturer's recommended torque sequence, okay? Tighten the nuts in 3 equal steps to 80 foot-pounds. Okay? Understand that. It says, one more time. Okay? Follow the manufacturer recommended torque sequence, then tighten the nuts in 3 equal steps to equal, okay, 80 foot-pounds. All right, and then you also have to use the ARP special grease they require. All right, Tyson. Oh my God. And then these are the studs. I mean, it's literally just a big metal stud where you put a nut on top. What's crazy about these bolts, so you put the grease on both sides and you put these in by hand, and that's it. You don't tighten these at all using any tools for this. I know it's weird. So these go into the head as hard as you can by hand using no tools. So you slap in all the studs onto the block and you put these in as hard as you can. Okay, by hand, no other tool. And then you put the head on and you put the bolts on. And now you got to understand, it's saying to equal 80 foot-pounds. What that means, you divide 80 foot-pounds into 3, which is about 27 foot-pounds. And what you do is you go 27 foot-pounds on the first sequence. Then you double that, which is like almost like 58 foot-pounds. 58, yeah, about 58, 59. No. It's like 60-something foot-pounds. Second sequence. And then the third sequence should be 80 foot-pounds. Does that make any sense? I know it's kind of weird to how that is, but that every single time you do a torque sequence, it's you add your 27 foot-pounds every single time. So at the third time, it's 80 foot-pounds. And that's how you do those ARP bolts. That's Manhor VR6B5. Oh yeah, that's a dope car. You gonna get started on this? Okay. Yeah, I'll press them tonight. So, again, guys, I want you guys to know that if you guys are gonna find me by my full name on Instagram, on Facebook. I'll add you immediately. Definitely down to help others on Facebook and send me pictures of stuff. I'm always here. Again, I'm always here to help you guys as much as I can. And that's why I'm asking for your guys' help for going through Patreon. You guys be surprised how much these couple bucks will help me so much. No, these bolts do not stretch. They do not stretch at all. They're not meant to stretch. Thank you, McDubbin. I'll check that out in just a minute. I didn't receive anything. But McDubbin, your name is Matthew, right? Matthew Huckle? 3 Bowman. I don't know yet where we're going to have our Sonic meets again. Because of COVID, it's ruined a lot of... it's been ruining a lot of the meets lately because cops have it out for a lot of meets going on right now. And I don't want to cause a scene, especially for the European car community. I'd like to not have issues with the Euro community, you know. Especially with the police. I don't like it when they want to go after us when we're the ones like super chill and whatnot, you know. Um, so it's one of those things like I want the meet up and running already. Um, but I gotta make sure that it's on everybody's favor, not just mine. So that's very important for me. Um, so when it comes down to that, I really have to really think about what I'm doing. No, I want it to be this year, for sure. But again, I have to be patient. I definitely have to be patient and figure it out. Definitely, Tyson. I'm down to meet up with people on my way back. I just got to figure it out. Because, I mean, a free Mark II is a free Mark II. Um, it's just how much it's going to cost me to drive it back. That's my concern. You know, I really have to factor in how much it's going to cost to ship the entire to drive the Mark II from Pennsylvania all the way to California, you know, to see if my costs will be worth it, you know. Because again, I have to have the money to build it after that. You know what I mean? Damn, McDubbin. I just looked at all your pictures for your build. Good job, man. Good job. Man, I appreciate that. I definitely hang out at someone's house, hang out, and a tank of gas. Whoo, goes a long way, man. How much does he want for those Mark threes? Because I really want to get a Mark three, honestly, because Mark threes are kind of like they're kind of the ugly stepchild of the Mark four to Mark one era, but done right are beautiful. You know. Yeah, I'll post it on my Oh, you know what? Hey, hold on. No automatics. I don't want to deal with converting them. It's too much work. Yeah, I can tell. All right, guys, this is McDubbin's build right here. Um, so you guys can see his build right here. It's pretty legit. Um, so I'll give you guys. Hold on. I love it, Tiny. Tiny's mad because I told him I don't, because you know Mark threes are ugly, but they're sexy. You know, jeez. You know. So this is McDubbin's Mark II with the 1.8T swap, and it's pretty dope. He did a good job. I'm impressed on the amount of work was put into this, and he got it running. He fully built a motor. Good job. Good job. You know? Nice, nice. Look at that 1.8T, man. It just fits perfect in the Mark II bay. It's so crazy. All that wiring. Jeez. Oh, fresh paint job. Fresh paint job. Always nice. And he got it running. Very nice. Good job, McDubbin. And what's funny, 1.8 T swaps in Mark IIs are stupid easy. Have I ever seen a 1.8 T in a VW bus? Yes. I've actually seen them in a VW bus and in a VW bug. Who the hell's Alpha Kenny want? Do it, Sam. It makes a huge difference. Just a little bit of paint goes a long way, man. Definitely does. Oh. Matthew sent me another message here. It didn't show up. That's weird. Yeah, I've seen a VR6 as well, and I've seen a TDI, a VR6, and a 1.8T in a Volkswagen bus. And a bug too, so they're pretty cool. If you guys are just tuning in, thank you for being a part of the live stream. We're just here to talk about the Patreon and just some questions about what's going on here. What are we talking about? Simple. We're trying to get some more funding so we can do some more builds. Trying to get away from 1.8Ts and get into VR6s or get into TDIs or a 2.0T. Who knows what we can get into next? What the whole point is I want to get you guys into being a part of the community and helping the channel expand and grow. So that's what is what's going on tonight, just so you guys who tuned in right now. Ivan. Oh, wait. Wheels make a huge difference. That's right, Bowman. Ronald LS. Let me see what those wheels look like. Hold on. Yeah, have fun with that. Those are going to be hard to find. Yeah, have fun with that, dude. Ivan, but it was a torque motor. What do you mean by it was a torque motor? A VW SUV? Oh, okay. No, the motor isn't meant for torque. The transmission is what does that. It moves all the torque into that. No. Hello, mate. Lil Wayne is not the best rapper alive. Yeah, have fun with that, man. The 3.6 liter VR6 is not a. It's a big engine. Makes almost 300 horsepower, but again, remember the horsepower and torque doesn't convert to wheel power until the transmission does all the work for you. You can have 1,000,000 horsepower, but if you have a transmission that can't transfer that correctly, you're not going to have that 1,000,000 horsepower to the ground. Period. And transmissions is what do that for you. Automatic transmissions are probably the best option to move a ton of torque slowly, especially for like off-roading or for hauling. That's why manual transmissions are the best options for that. I mean, automatics are the best option for that. Oh yeah, 3.6 VR is best beast. You know what? 12 valve I think sounds better, but yeah, VRs in general just sound great. But yeah, I mean, for the guy who commented about the 2.5 liter, I want to build a 2.5 liter engine. I want to build a 2.5 liter turbo. What's it called? 5-cylinder, and slap it in a Mark II or in a Mark III. Why VR6 you recommend? I don't recommend VR6s, honestly. I'm not a big fan of the engine. But it all depends on what you want to use the engine for what type of performance are we going for. If you're looking for reliability, the 12 valve VR6 is probably the most reliable VR6 you can get, because it's very minimal. The 24 valve and the 3.6 liter, or the the 3.2 and the 3.6 liter VR6s are power monsters for what they are, naturally aspirated. But the downside is that they're very high maintenance and they tend to have more problems over time. A 12 valve VR6 though is very basic and they run forever done right. So yeah. Yeah, I know. 2.5 liters sound like freaking V8s. It's insane what they sound like, believe it or not. A 2.5 liter with a really good intake, exhaust, and a tune sound wicked. I mean, they don't sound like a 4-cylinder. They don't sound like a VR. They sound like V8s. It's weird. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, the 2.5 liter T, what's it called? The 2.5 engine isn't the best motor off the bat for building power, but if you know what you're doing, you can definitely build some power on them. Yeah, they sound weird, man. They sound really weird, and I like them. They sound really cool. All right. So, again, thank you for tuning in. I think the Patreon option is going to be the best thing we have for this channel, for it to evolve. And I want you guys to get involved more and more. Nice, Gilbert. You need some more work on that paint, but nice. He's from Florida. Dude, what a spick, man. You're always late, bro. You're funny. But again, it's one of those things I want you guys to understand, that this channel is for you. And I'm talking about each individual person here is for you. Yeah, I mean, LS1s are the best motors, yeah, but they're not for Volkswagen, so ain't nobody care. Maybe 3 Bowman? I'm not sure. Probably. I think she added me on Facebook. I think she friend requested me. But I want to end this live chat because we've been on for an hour. To call it a night, because I got some work to do tonight. I got shirts and orders to make. You guys placed a lot of orders online on my online store, so I got to make those tonight. I got a long night ahead of me. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for being a Patreon. Right now, what do we have on here? Let me see how many Patreons we got on here. Give me a second here. So we got 3 Patreons. And thank you guys for being a part of it. Eduardo Ortiz, Matthew Johnson, and Mick Dubbin. Thank you guys for being a part of the Patreon. Because doing this is going to allow us to get some crazy, crazy help over time. And it's going to allow us to evolve together and get things done more and more together. Okay? So I would love for you guys to, again, be involved in the Patreon if you guys can. For $5 a month, this channel will help me evolve even more, and help you guys get more content, especially exclusive content for you guys for being a Patreon. So thank you again. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. And as always, here at Pinchal's Garage, maybe, Tiny, maybe, who knows? If I make enough money, you might get more than just a coochie cutter. You might get my little nut coming out. That's gross. All right, I'm going to stop. But again, thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. Please be safe out there. Wear your face mask. Do whatever you guys need to do to be safe. And take care of one another. Because here at Pinchal's Garage, we're all about helping one another and just being a big family. So if you see another dubber on the road, give him a thumbs up, a peace sign, much respect. And as always, here at Pinchal's Garage, we're going to break, we're going to fix, and we're going to repeat. All right? Peace out. Have a wonderful night, and good night.